Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
The Sphere Network. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today at advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Baptiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680.
What's up, good people? Welcome back to Technocrats, where we talk about the ins and outs of technology to empower the digital you. I'm your host, Gary Lee, also known as G Hawkins. Of course, you can find me anywhere online: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with the Z. And I'm with the lovely lady in the place to be, Ari McKinney. What up, Ari?
Hello, hello. How are you? How's everyone?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good deal. I can't tell if that's a filter or not with those glasses. They look almost augmented.
Oh, they are not, but it is not a filter.
Okay. That's the real deal.
Yeah, they are the real deal.
They are real glasses, folks. Thought I was looking at a Facebook filter.
No.
No, how's everything going, though? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Can't complain. Enjoy the nice weather before we get hit with an Arctic blast this weekend.
Real rap. And what? Because it's coming.
It's coming, y'all.
Yes, indeed. And what's up to Facebook Live? We see y'all out there. Monique, what's up, love? We appreciate you. Make sure you hit the share button. Share this show with other people, or do your own watch party, Monique, and let other people know. They'll come in and hop on and watch what you're watching.
Yes.
And then, of course, for everybody that's also online, remember, we're only online for about 15, 20 minutes or so for the first part of the show. And today we've got a poll question that we're putting up now because we are about to dive into our first article, and that lives in our digital trends. So this week's digital trends, as we kick off the new hotness in technology, what's popping right now, Ari, and I don't know if you've participated. I haven't participated, but the big deal is this Facebook 10-year challenge. What's going on with this?
Yes, to answer your question, I am guilty of participating in the Facebook 10-year challenge. I couldn't help myself. Excuse me. So most of you, I'm sure, have seen the recent Facebook 10-year challenge, where it's been asking people to put side-by-side photos up of them 10 years ago versus today. So a tech author, and her name is Kate O'Neill. She's the author of two books called Tech Humanist and Pixels and Place: Connecting Human Experience Across Physical and Digital Spaces. And she sent out a bit of a little snarky tweet, just kind of questioning whether or not the data, whether or not our photos are being, that data is being mined to turn facial recognition algorithms, to train, rather, facial recognition algorithms on age progression and age recognition. And, it was something that should have probably jumped in my head. As, when I read it, I was like, well, of course. but it wasn't something that I thought about, before I did it. And I'm assuming that was Facebook's point. Now, this was an opinion piece. We don't know for a fact if that is indeed what Facebook is doing. But she makes the argument that, of course, most of these photos are already on, these people's profiles. They've probably been profile pictures at some point or another, have been posted onto the user's Facebook page at one point or another. But what makes it significant is that Facebook would then have to go through, organize all these things, try to, people don't necessarily post photos in chronological order. This allows essentially us to do the work for them of organizing and having these photos side by side to then allow them to take that and train their facial recognition software on how to do, age progression and age recognition. So it's interesting. We don't know. So I guess, it's part of the poll. It's, what do you guys think? Are we handing over our data for Facebook to train their algorithms, or is it just a, kind of fun, harmless, challenge?
That's a really good question. And, I think this article over at wired.com really speaks heavily to the potentials of technology, right? So, yes, you've now saved a lot of processing power by not having to go search through and pull somebody's old photo, even though Facebook has access to it. But to put them up side by side to allow, for artificial intelligence to pull that one image and do a cross-reference between something on the left and something on the right, priceless. And
very much so.
Millions of people, it's people watching us right now on live, millions of people have already done this, and there's still people doing it every day. So I want to ask Facebook, for those who haven't taken a poll yet, if Facebook is secretly using this 10-year challenge to better its facial recognition, are you okay with it? Hit yes or hit no. We want to know via our Facebook poll how you feel about that. Are you okay with your data being mined intentionally? And they did this to some degree behind your back by just starting this harmless little meme for you to put up.
Right.
It's pretty slick.
It was very slick of them, indeed, because, like I said, as somebody who is, obviously heavily in the tech world, it wasn't even something that crossed my mind initially. It was kind of like, oh, this is kind of fun, and, thinking it's fun to see how people have changed, progressed, how they haven't changed. But my gut says Facebook had a ulterior motive with it, and they slid it in on the cool.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Slick, like.
And this type of thing allows us to wonder what else is coming down the pipe, from a Facebook or an Instagram. What other type of things, or will they continue to do that kind of, play into this exact narrative? What kind of things are we doing then we're just, by happenstance giving away our data? I would love to know. And let's figure out what Facebook says. Let's view the results of that poll, because I would assume most people would not be okay with that if Facebook said it up front, like, hey, we want to up our facial recognition game. Give us a photo of you in the past and of right now. Nobody would have did this. But
No.
Put the term challenge on it, and everybody named Mama, including probably my mama, would have did it. And according to Facebook, our poll, everybody has agreed that, yeah, they're good with this. So
Really?
There we are.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if I'm good with it. It is what it is. But we wanted to know, and that's why we asked the question, folks. But let's stay into our digital trends. There was something that I saw, Ari, that kind of blew my mind. So I'm in the gym this morning, and this is how recent this was. And I just happened to look up on Tuesday, Thursdays, I run, right? So I look up, and it was nasty outside, so I hit the treadmill. And on one of the TVs, I saw a Motorola Razr. You ever had a Razr?
Yes. I think everyone has had a Razr.
I didn't have one.
You didn't have one?
I never had one.
I think that was my very, very first cell phone, if I recall.
Yeah, no, I never copped a Razr. I think my first cell phone was the Nokia, the big boy, the Nokia 600. I put the clear case on that thing, and then after that, I had I had a Primeco phone. Shout out to the South Side of Houston. I had the Motorola Primeco phone with the wood grain front. I took that bad boy, came to me in college. And then of course from there I went to some exotic stuff. I got into overseas phones, but
Yeah, I
it
remember
looked
having a Palm, maybe.
a Palm. Yeah, I remember the Palm
Yeah,
and Palm OS.
yeah, I had that. I think after the Razr, and then I've pretty much been an iPhone, an
Yeah,
Apple
I hear you.
enthusiast.
Well, it looks like Razer's trying to come back, and they want to come back with a vengeance. Let's take a look at this next article. It looks like Motorola is gearing up for a $1,500 foldable Razr phone. Now here's the scoop. For those that are tuned in right now, y'all been rocking with us for the last couple of weeks. We've been talking about foldable technology. We've seen that displayed over at CES over in Vegas last week. And of course, we talked about that with what Samsung was working on. The new company, I can't remember their name, not Folio, Royale or something like that. They've got a phone that's about $1,300 that's available to buy today with a foldable screen. So this is coming whether we like it or not. Some of y'all been rocking with these Samsung like the Galaxy Curves. That's basically foldable technology. Y'all been rocking with it and probably didn't even know it. But we've got Motorola saying, you know what, we're gonna bring this flip back full screen, but we're folding it in half with the flip mark. So they don't have a release date, but they're expected sometime later this year. The question is, are people going to buy this at that price point? That's the question I have. And let me keep it a buck. I'm going to say no. Nobody's going to buy. If we're good with our cell phones, with our candy bar styles, this is candy bar, right? Looks like a fat candy bar. We're good with these styles. Nobody's rolling over to Motorola with 15 hundo, a band and a half. We're not giving that up for this Motorola Razr. What'd you say?
I said yeah for a Razr, right?
Yeah, for a Razr. Now, if this was $600 though,
Yeah.
I could see a lot of people going back to a phone that in your pocket, you didn't have to worry about your screen cracking. That the only time you had it open is when you literally need to use the screen. And outside of that, you fold it and put it back. That makes sense.
Now the parent in me could see, like you just said, if it was at a $600 price point, I could see that being a popular parent purchase for maybe teens, maybe, the age group who might be more inclined to not take care of, say a glass, almost $2,000 iPhone, maybe something like that. But I'm certainly not dropping $1,500 for a Razr. I don't care if it folds or not.
Yeah, that's crazy. Facebook, anybody online watching right now, y'all dropping $1,500 for a Razr? Y'all going back in time?
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
here's
cool
the thing.
though. I think the foldable phone, trend is cool. I think it's real innovative. I wish that I could fold my iPhone.
So I mean, let's talk about it, because these are opportunities, right? When things like this happen, I could see a foldable version of the iPhone coming out. I could see a foldable version of the Samsung Galaxy coming out. I could even, I've been rocking with OnePlus One for the last 4 years. I would consider a foldable version of my OnePlus if it was a little bit thinner and it folded, even with the crease in the middle of the screen. I would be okay if, while it's unfolded, while it's straight up and down, it feels like a standard phone. And then when it folds, it literally folds and feels like a folded device that's not going to come open, and I can slide it in my pocket. I would actually be okay with that. That would be an alternative to a straight standard style phone. I would be good with that. But
yeah, so would I. And I mean, we had discussed last week, how Apple likes to kind of, they may not be the first to do it, but they have a tendency to take things and then do it better.
Yep.
So, if down the line a foldable iPhone comes down the pipeline, I would certainly be on the wait list for that bad boy. Now, we don't know what kind of pricing that would cost, I have, being Apple. It probably wouldn't come cheap, but it would be something that I would consider. But I certainly wouldn't go back to a Razr just for the sake of having a foldable phone.
I feel you. Well, we shall see. Facebook, let us know. Anybody who's watching this or listening to this later down the road when we put this over in iTunes or all our other podcasts and places, let us know. You rocking with a foldable phone or you're not. Hit us up on Twitter at The Sphere TV. Use our coveted hashtag Technocrats and let us know. Are you going Moto Razr for the foldable display? Because it's a lot of coins. And speaking of coins, this particular portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. So did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults said they don't have enough in savings. Don't become one of these statistics, folks. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or shoot them an email to info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask them how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finances are the new faces of the new age of financial services. Yes, indeed. And Facebooks, we love y'all. We support y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Shout out once again to Mo. Shout out to all our Patreon exclusive subscribers. Definitely want to give a big shout out to you all, latest subscriber Michelle Ngome. We appreciate you, love, for your dedication and support. And of course, Miri and DJ King Tut and all the other people that have hopped up on Facebook. Vicky, we appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hopped on Facebook, hopped on Patreon. We appreciate y'all. But guess what, folks? You've got to go subscribe to get the rest of this show. So head over to sphere.tv/Technocrats. We've got a couple of options. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher Speaker, iHeartRadio. We're anywhere podcasts can be found, folks. And share it out with your family and your friends, your colleagues. Also, make sure to give us some reviews. Let us know how we're doing. We want to build a better show, so we need reviews in iTunes. We need those stars. So take a moment, take 45 seconds to hit those stars right there at the link in the Facebook Live. It should be a link below. You can hop over to iTunes and leave us some criticism, some constructive criticism. And last but not least, if you love what we're doing, become a Patreon exclusive member. Go ahead and donate. Head up to sphere.tv/donate. We've got a couple of options. One time on the website, or let's get with us on some exclusive content. We're about to drop something next week for Technocrats. We've got something dropping later today for Society Now. They did a special interview. Boom Bap's recording a Patreon exclusive today. So we got some hip hop coming. Patreon exclusive is popping. We're talking content that you're not getting on any other platform except for on Patreon, because that's the only place we're putting it at. So trust and believe, if you love what we're doing, you're going to love it even more when you subscribe right here at The Sphere. So let's keep this party rolling, my dear.
Yeah.
Let's hop over into our Mobility Weekly. So in Mobility Weekly, we like to talk about anything that's surrounding your mobile device. And it's so funny because the last conversation was about Motorola Razr, and I was arguing with myself, like, do I put this in Mobility Weekly? Do I leave it as a digital trend? Because it technically could feel both. But I want to stay in that same vein, but dive into something that's strictly about Android. Android users, y'all been going hard for quite some time. We're talking decade. And lately, we've been getting very good release cycles, and we've been getting consistent updates in the latest platform, which is Android P. P as in pie. Now, for those who are on the Apple side, Ari, and other people that are out there, we name our updates. Usually they're based on desserts. It started, I forgot actually where it started at, but I remember Cupcake being the first Android platform that or Android operating system that I was aware of, and then moving from there all the way through with all the stuff from Jelly Bean and I mean, Oreo and obviously Pie. I mean, it's been all kinds of stuff throughout the years. And here we are now with Android P, but guess what's coming down this year? Android Q. So let's talk a little bit about it. Latest updates, one of the big updates that everybody's been raving about that kind of peeked its face onto the settings screen with Android was dark mode. So being able to go dark mode, a lot of people like and let me take this back. One of the things I liked about the Motorola Razr was the fact that you could do this dark mode style setup where it had like a very black screen and it had the other letters and numbers and everything else was in color. I love that about the Razr. Never had one, but you see this now in Android P for the settings, but we're talking system wide for Android Q. And that's surely something I'm going to enable because that means everything is with the black and the pop of color, which is going to look really, really good off of these OLED screens and some of the other QHD screens that are put in place. Outside of the system-wide dark mode, the settings have been completely overhauled and been broken up in a way that allows you to get to things a lot faster and a lot easier. So that's something coming big. And then, of course, permissions. Everybody raves about permissions or the fact that certain app has access to certain things. Now you're going to have granular opportunities to really nail down and drill down into how you want the permissions to how long you want them to last for a particular app or for a particular function. So making a decision that this app has access to the phone for X amount of time, has access to, any other hardware, your camera, your photos and things like that. So you're really going to be able to drop down some heavy permissions. And last but not least that I'll talk about in regards to this is this whole migration. Now, Ari, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I know your team Apple. I know your son, this is so funny, is team Android, rocking with the Amazon family, right?
Yes.
Because all that's a fork off our ASOP.
Right.
Would you ever consider getting him a Chromebook?
Yes. And he's had before the tablet, he had an actual iPad. I just wasn't really, given that he doesn't take care of things to the best of his, ability always as a 5-year-old. I was not willing to spring for a new iPad. The Fire Tab was more reasonable, which is why we went with that. But I've actually been playing with it quite a bit, and I like the Fire Tab. I would get him a Chromebook for sure.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
here's the reason why I asked that. So last year there was was it last year? No, it's 2018 when Galaxy released their S8. They had a dock that went with it where you could take the phone. It was connected. The dock was connected via micro HDMI or mini HDMI to regular HDMI to a monitor, and it had. I think it had like a USB port, or you could just Bluetooth connect to a keyboard and mouse. But basically, you could dock, and it would give you this Chrome OS ish like experience using your phone. So basically, turning your phone into more of a desktop environment. Well, there's rumors that Android Q could have this feature set roll natively from every Android Q device, meaning that if you docked your phone or paired it with some type of monitor, keyboard, mouse via Bluetooth, obviously monitor would probably come out of the USB-C port, so USB-C to HDMI, that you may get a Chrome OS experience in this dock mode, which means that your phone could now really be double duty as a very light workstation. So instead of having multiple devices, you could in turn have just one device that works in multiple locations. So that's something, that's something I would really love to see come to fruition. I thought for the life of me that Microsoft was going to do that, and when they bought Nokia and dropped like a Surface phone. So the Surface has been popular to some degree, and I was like, surely they're going to have a Surface phone that runs Windows 10 on it that I can plug to a keyboard, mouse, and monitor and have a Windows 10 experience from my phone. Like, it just makes sense. Why not do that? Never did that. I don't know why. I felt some type of way. But hopefully Android will pick up on this cue, and they actually, no pun intended, well, maybe pun intended, and drop this. I want to see this heavily. So we shall see.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Anytime you have more options of what you can use your cell phone for and kind of minimize the devices you have to carry around, I think is a cool option.
Yeah, the
Sure.
less the merrier. Hence the whole foldable craze, folding out to a mini tablet. But yeah, if I could dock my phone or just sit it down somewhere and it automatically connects Wi-Fi direct to a monitor or a TV, and then Bluetooth to a keyboard, and then now I could use that same device in my living room, let's say, connected to my TV, and it's a Chrome OS environment. I've got access to all my same apps. Come on, B. I mean, we don't. Excuse me. Shoot, we don't need to take full laptops when we travel anymore. We can take tablets because they have all the apps that we need.
Right.
So now this really, this just makes it that much more interesting. So we'll see. Android Q coming later this year, folks. So we will keep you all abreast as this continues to transpire. Last but not least, something that we include, well, actually, before I do that, this particular show is sponsored by us right here at the Sphere. So, are you starting your business or looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. Yes, indeed. Last but not least for today.
I'm excited about this.
Huh?
I'm actually excited about this next segment.
I know, right? Me too. So we talk a lot of tech, but we didn't always talk a lot of the free time that we utilize tech. And one of the biggest free times that I know spawned the idea to bring about a new segment a couple months ago, and we want to make sure that we continue to drop content in it. So let's switch over to our Gamers Want It.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's a sad sound. I forgot what that one was. That one was sad. I feel like I just lost a life. I lost a one-up on that one. Shit, I don't know what happened. But in Gamers Want It, we like to talk video game, whether it's technology from new Xbox PS4s or any other competitors, Steam machines. We're talking Twitch live streams. We're talking new console games coming down the pipe. Anything surrounding the gaming environment, we're talking about it on our Gamers Want It segment, which might be growing into something else later in 2019. So we'll talk about that at another date. But we got a new game that's coming down the pipe with 8 characters confirmed already. Let's talk about it, folks. Mortal Kombat! Yeah! Yes, indeed. And there's even a trailer that we're going to play for you all just to get a full feeler for those that are watching us right now. But we've got a new Mortal Kombat that's coming down the pipe. New characters involved. Looks like more than 25 slots, or at least 25 characters available, including some of your favorites like Sub-Zero, obviously, Scorpion. You can't get rid of those two. Sonya Blade's making it, Scarlet, Bakar, Raiden, new character Garrus, and Shao Kahn will be available as a pre-order bonus. So make sure you get your hands on this. But let me tell you, I'm always excited when it comes to Mortal Kombat, because this is that game that you just start playing and you in it to win it. And it doesn't matter how graphic, how gory. It's just whatever it is, this is what we're doing on Mortal Kombat. What do you remember when you started playing Mortal Kombat?
God, yeah. I mean, I can't pinpoint exactly how old I was, but I was pretty young. And for those of you who have been watching for a little while, I am far from a gamer. It's not my thing. But there are a few games that I get excited about. Mortal Kombat is definitely probably number one on the list. Like, I love Mortal Kombat. I remember playing that with my cousins for hours and my sisters. So yeah, I'm excited about this. This is super cool. I had to have been younger than 10, which I mean, it's pretty graphic, but I mean, it's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, this is Mortal Kombat, kid. I'm here for all of this, especially the fatalities. And I loved how they brought about like some of the changes in the grounds area, like being
Right.
able to like make I forgot what there's a term for it, but when the environment is usable, so you can do other stuff in the environment. Like I'm so about that. And for those who are watching this, you're not listening to the podcast, but you're actually watching our podcast. We're showing you footage of the new Garrus character and some playthrough with him. And he's like a mix between some of the stuff that you could do with Scorpion. I see some stuff in there from, oh, that was nice. I see some stuff in there from Sub-Zero. I see some stuff in there from Noob. I see a bunch of different things in there. But yeah, it's a nice character. He's kind of fire. Oh, wow. Oh, and that fatality was just, oh, that's nasty. Okay, let me stop. I'm excited. I'm sorry. I know you can't see this right now, all right, but this is real. Like, I got to get my hands on this game. Yo, so release date. I know everybody's waiting for this part of it. Mortal Kombat 11 will be released on consoles, baby, and PC, including Nintendo Switch, April 23rd. And you can pre-order that thing now. And of course, if you get the collector's edition, it's going to include a combat pack, a Scorpion must-bust steel case coin, and some other stuff. So if you're into the collectors, you got some options. April 28th, folks, Mortal Kombat 11.
I'm excited about this.
Finish
11.
him.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, it's been around forever, but I still am so excited about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm here for that. We need that sound effect, Mike. Finish him.
Yeah, for real.
I want it like when we're about to wrap up a show.
I was like waiting for it.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But that's what's up, man. This has been a very good week in tech. Got some great back end stuff. It's been a great start of the year, especially with the foldable technology, and that could become anything. So I was happy to see that at CES, and now we're seeing the Razr may do something. I want to see the other big boys get in.
I was gonna say CES was really, really cool this year.
Yeah,
like really cool this year. So I'm looking forward to what comes down the pipeline. I'm looking forward to seeing, really if Apple jumps on the foldable phone bandwagon and how popular it become. I'm gonna be interested to see if and when I run into somebody in the real world who's got one, because I'd like to play with it, but I don't know that I'm ready to buy one yet.
Yeah, and what I may do is I may look at some more reviews on at least the Royale, whatever it is. I want to call it Rolio for whatever reason. I just want to see exactly, what that bin looks like. And to think we're just at the infancy of this, like we said, nobody's adopted some of this technology yet. Big boys haven't adopted it yet. And when they do, it's going to be from a perfection perspective. Apple uses Samsung's screens already, their LCDs. So if they're showcasing it in a device, Apple's already got their hands on it from Samsung, because they know Samsung's like, if Apple makes foldable iPhones, it's over. Like, that technology, that's something to revitalize the Apple market, because they need a new product anyway. So because the XR ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it ain't like
that did not go the way they were hoping.
Yeah, it's not like they're when they did the 5Cs with the inexpensive color iPhones. That worked, but this ain't getting it.
Nope.
And good folks, if you see us smiling, it's because this last portion of the show was sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. So over at Elite Dental Wellness, their vision is to create a welcoming practice that offers exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. They're committed to the finest possible oral care and overall health and well-being of their patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through their commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and a friendly atmosphere, they strive to make their patients feel like they're part of their family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. However, Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Ari, you got any big tech plans? Anything coming down the pipe you want to share with the good people?
Tech plans. Not particularly right now. Yeah, no, just, just regular life and just, all that good jazz. Nothing too much, but hopefully I'm always looking forward to some new tech news to share with you guys. But in my personal life, I'm kind of decompressing after all the devices that I've spent, setting up over the last few weeks for my son after the holidays and whatnot. I had to do a factory reset on his Fire tab the other night because I forgot the parental control password that I set.
Oh, wow.
That didn't go over well.
I'm sure he was frustrated.
He was not happy with me at all. He's like, my games, oh my God. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I did a bad tech mommy move there. It was not good. So now I have to write it down.
Yeah, you caught an L on that.
I definitely took a major L in his world. That was bad. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to nuke it. He's like, no.
That's crazy. But hey, it is what it is. Things happen.
I'll do better next time.
Yeah, of course. Well, well, no. Well, how do I want to do this? Are you familiar with Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We got Discord up and popping for our Patreon exclusive folks. So everybody on Patreon, in the proper tier, we've got Discord up. We'll talk about Discord a little bit more next show, but I want to make sure I mention to you, Ari, because I want to get you in there and make you a moderator.
Yeah.
So just a FYI, we're gonna get our Discord popping. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop a link to it. I'll drop it in there right now.
I'm loving all these new developments we've got at the studio. I'm loving the beta test of the 24-hour channel that we had going. I loved it.
Yeah, we got things popping. Let the good people know where they can reach you at, love.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram at Dish with Ari.
There it
as
is.
Always.
There it is. And of course, you can find me anywhere online, folks. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with the Z. You got any questions about what we do here? You got some tech you want us to review? You got some tech you want to send us? You know somebody we need to interview? Anything? Shoot us an email, Technocrats at thesphere.tv. Yeah. And we will respond to you. I had a brain fart there was more, but I'm not going to mention more. Just shoot us an email. We want to hear from you because we do this for you. This has been another great episode. We will see y'all next time, folks. Take care.